So I got 2 of these rasps as a gift recently, and as you can see they come without handles. Got them from Stu-Mac, or that's where I know they came from. And they had this coating on it, which you can see, and at first I thought it was a defect, or I thought it was, I knew it was a coating, so I didn't know if it was properly implemented or if it was just properly put on there. But anyway, so I looked it up, as I do, because I over-research everything, and I found out that, or at least the Stu-Mac guy said that it was a coating to prevent corrosion, and it actually, they said it, one of the comments said that it prevented buildup, which I don't know about that, but I kept it on there. Initially I was going to take it off with something, and I decided just to keep it on there because as long as it doesn't affect performance, then I'm fine with it. So anyway, the reason I'm creating this video is because it doesn't come with handles, and although I could have, well, potentially I could have created handles, I don't have a lathe or anything to make that easy, so I would have had to use a spoke shave or the rasps themselves. Decided to make it quick and easy and got a pair of these Skroo-Ons. Skroo-Ons? Yeah, so I got a pair of these. They, as the name indicates, screw on to the handle, or they're supposed to. Now, again, I reached out to the retailer, and I asked them what do they recommend, and they said we don't know. We don't recommend anything, basically. They don't have any suggestions for handles. Again, some comments said that these do not work. The alternative I saw was a Lee Nielsen one that looked a lot nicer than these and was about 3 times more expensive than these, and they weren't the screw-on type. They were the ones where you basically heat up. They were pre-drilled, but you heat up the end of the rasp, and you basically just put it on there and burnish, I guess, the wood so that it adheres better. So anyway, now I have to figure out how to put these on because I'm not certain. This is first try. I'm not certain if they're gonna screw on very easily. I didn't even see how far they go on. This is how far they go on. They actually catch pretty quickly onto the threads. This is how much they go on. Can I do that? Yeah. Before threading. So they have about 3/8 of threads. They are slightly tapered again, so I don't know if it's gonna really, we'll see how it works. Going in for a close-up, get my apron on in case it gets bloody. And then so I have some vice grips, and I'm not sure, I'm thinking that it's gonna be easier for me. I have this Moxon Vice, also a gift, some of the padding. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna wrap this around, put in my vise, my normal vise. I'm gonna try to get it nice and straight. No, that's not gonna work for you. Gotta get it in the middle. Gotta go in the middle. Optimal grippage. I just don't want it to spin. That's fine. Because I need to get this as straight. I don't think I need to worry about it getting straight because there's not much. There's not far that I can go. So the only reason I'm using these is just in case I need to put extra force. And of course I'm not gripping these on the actual cutting portion. As you can tell, there's a portion that's nice and smooth. Don't ever put metal on your rasps or put your rasps against metal or rub them together. That would be one of the worst things you could do, unless you have a huge amount of rasps. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and, God, I hope I know which way this goes. I'm assuming, for some reason, I want to say these are counter. Are you serious? Is this that smooth? It can't be that smooth. Nope, that's not that smooth. Alright. It's not going in. I should have read up on this. I told you I do a bunch of research and then I tell you that I don't read the instructions. You ask yourself, does this hurt? Which one did I grab? The coarse one. That is totally not working. The other one? Oh, this one's completely different. Did you see what just happened? Did you see what just happened? I put that other one in there and it just gripped right off the bat. Why are the tangs different? I think it's totally working. Did they give me two different ones? These are sized differently depending on, and I was right, I needed this guy, so I'm gonna put it on here. I don't need it, I mean, it's not that bad, but it's gonna be a lot easier for me to stay nice and straight. How far do you think I can go? And by that I mean, how far do you think I can screw it in there before it bottoms out? I am liking the feel of these threads. I don't feel like I'm over tightening. It's not increasing in tension. It feels like I'm screwing on a tight, well, there's some resistance, but it's consistent. It is consistent. Until now, it's getting a little bit harder. Now you got to remember that I'm cutting threads into the end of this rasp. Literally, it's nice and smooth. I mean, it's square. It's not round. So I'm cutting the corners. I'm cutting a thread into the corners of this rasp. So you can tell it's getting tighter because the handle was just spinning in my vise. And if I crack this in half, it's only $3 plus shipping. So I'm not too worried. Now at this point, I will be able to, I may need to get that other one exchanged. I'm almost happy with the way, how far it goes in. Let's stop there. Oh, it heats up. It heats up. Alright, I did rub a little bit. A little rubbing. It's not gonna hurt anybody. Oh, that feels so much better. Oh, for just a couple bucks, few bucks, That feels so much better. But I would feel so much better if I had handles for 2 rasps. So, alright. Well, I hope you learned something. I did. Not all Dragon rasps are the same. And you can obviously see it now that I look at it. I don't know what I'm going to do about it. I don't know how, because I wasn't able to find information as to what size. What did I base it on? I based the size of the handles on, I think for the most part, I made them, because they're made, I mean they have ones that these work with. So I kind of roughly based it on the size of these rasps in terms of their length. So that's how I kind of picked them. So I wasn't certain by any means. And now I know that they don't work with all of them. So, the fine Dragon number 10 works. The coarse does not work. So I hope that helps.